on the 24th of January of 2022. This is a lot heavier word. It's clearly he likes to, give me the encouraging, loving words that he has. But there is some time that he will give me a really deep, really heavy, really weighty word. And they're usually the ones that I panic about and I don't want to share because I don't feel comfortable doing it. But you know what? We're on a roll here. I'm feeling a ton better as I continue to release these words. So I guess I just pray that that the Lord would do with it what he needs to do with it, and that it's not on me, and that it would be released from my shoulders as I speak it. So this word, again, was on January 24th, 2022, and God was saying, there will be a great shaking. It has already begun. Alabama and Florida are feeling it as we speak. Nevada and New Orleans will be next on the list. I will finish in LA or Hollywood. Hollywood will be shaken and flipped upside down on its head. No man or woman will escape what is coming for them. The storm is here and the shaking has begun. You will feel the ripple effects all across the nation. Brace yourself for impact as the waves of justice come crashing down. And then he was saying that the comfort is shifting. Stay seated because I will uproot the ways of the wicked. That is when the shaking will begin, because I will begin to tear the roots from the ground. And I saw this picture of like a big pair of hands, and it was tearing these massive trees from the earth, and like as he was ripping them up out of the ground, the roots were being exposed, and the roots were like, obviously they ran really deep and they went way further and way wider, and eventually, like as he kept pulling them higher and higher and higher, like you just saw how like the root system was just ridiculous of how far it went and where it went, and eventually like it was going into these cities and under these houses, and as he was pulling them up, he was just destroying everything that had been built on top of these roots. And then like as he would rip them up like this, and then it would just like be this big ripple effect, and you could just see all of the roots, and then they'd pop everything on the ground above them off and just like destroy it. And so yeah, like you can just see everything beginning to shake and crumble, and it was just all destroyed. And so this is kind of where I was asking the Lord, like, okay, well, what exactly, like, why are you giving me these names of states? Like, this is not something I normally get. He doesn't really give me, like, specific geographical locations, because geographical locations is not my strong suit. Just gonna put that out there. So I was like, why are you, like, telling me about Alabama and Florida? Like, that seems really random. I don't really understand that, but so with what's going on in Alabama and Florida is I feel like he's saying, like, they're bringing down the drug rings, and everything tied or associated with drug cartels, and I mean, just whatever that looks like. I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to guess. Just, he said drug rings. And then I asked, what is in Nevada and New Orleans? And he said sex stings and sex rings. So to me, that makes me think of sex trafficking, all of the horrible things that are going on with that. In Nevada and New Orleans apparently are getting taken out from that. And then with LA or Hollywood, it was all of those things. It was drugs and sex rings and all of the sex trafficking and just the kidnapping and I mean, just the horribleness of both of those worlds. And then I felt like he said, there will be justice for all of the wrongdoings of this nation. I am reshaping it one state at a time. And then he said, keep an eye on Georgia, for it will tell you my plans for the future. Again, I have no idea. I don't follow. I mean, I live in Colorado. I don't follow any of these states. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's being unburied. But I do know that I have to release what I feel like he's given me, and he will do with it what he wants. And if this is me and not God, then he will correct it. But I guess just be on the lookout for these different states and what the Lord is bringing to the surface. And he is a God of justice. he is absolutely a God of justice. He cannot stand the wrongdoings and the evil schemes of the enemy. And to me, this just sounds like he has been fed up and he is done and he is taking some action. So I guess just be on the lookout for whatever that may look like, and just really, I'm just really thankful and continuing to pray that the Lord hears our cries. He knows that he's righting the wrongs, and he will bring the justice that needs to be served. Not us. It's not on us. It's on God. He knows what needs to be done. He is higher than us. His ways are higher than us. We don't have to try to figure it out. We just have to trust and believe that he will figure it out. And I do. I believe that he's got it all figured out, and I can rest knowing that he's got it, and he's ripping out the root system, and it sounds like it's going to be interesting.